SillyPseudonym playing Nova Drift. And we'll see what fun we can have on this fine day. Railgun, perhaps. I've been wanting to try some more interceptor builds. Let's try some more interceptor builds. Shockwave, I suppose. So a good old standby. And of course, engineer. I cannot aim. Nothing new there. What would I do with Revelation? I have no idea. But I want to find out. Shockwave definitely helping out a bit here. Shockwave eventually hurting me a bit trying to get behind this shield, but it's all okay. There's the allies. Do I want to go Barrage here? It would actually be interesting not to go Barrage once. See what other options are available. Oh, there's an idea. Twin Strike. Instead of Barrage, maybe Twin Strike. How would that work? Not heavy caliber, not yet at least. Take a priority 0 though. Now all these twin strikes were a hit to our recovery rate, so we do have to watch out for that. Elegant construction, sure. We're keeping the wrong specialization. We don't want the turret one. Are we going with interceptors this time around to wingmen? I don't think. Don't think we necessarily have to, but it does kind of work well going down the priority 0 tree. Yet again, the wrong specialization for what we seek. I will take self-destruct though. Kinetic boost. Take the efficiency, maybe. That makes up for our twin strikes a bit. You can do it. There we are. Support specialist, sure. I don't think I can take Overseer just yet. I will get the rate of fire boost, though. Maybe go down towards siege weaponry instead of barrage. That would be interesting to play around with. Comet doing me a big favor there. Yeah, I can go down Warpath into siege weaponry. Shielded constructs, not yet. Burst fire, head down to barrage no matter what. I don't really know if I need it though. Let's take some homing. Just a little bit of improved targeting here. And I'll take the evolution here over siege weaponry just because I think more damage from interceptor is going to make the bigger difference in the medium run. May not for this fight. Shockwave shield is so helpful for this fight. Just pushing those out of the way. Wrong specialization, but I will take the interceptor here. And once I finally build one, that will certainly help my offensive capabilities. Keep getting the other specializations. A magnitude is overall of benefit to us. Doesn't come with a downside, except maybe opening up 2 other mods that I may not want. Don't want to outmaneuver. Velocity would be good. Too early for Overseer. Let's take the velocity. It is annoying how much experience those things can eat. Because we are on something of a race timer here. We cannot afford to lose too many experience points to put us behind the curve for the enemy's scaling. That would be bad. And the fact that they're random means that sometimes you will get just 1 or 2, and other times you'll get 4 or so back to back, or close enough to it, which makes the run much more difficult. Could try Snipe. Warp Strike would be good here. Have to go down towards Blink for it, though. Homing Strike isn't too bad. Let's go Snipe. Yeah, we have some decent damage here. Though to get it, we did hurt our recovery rate pretty substantially. That is a problem, but hopefully not an insurmountable one. Siege weaponry. With saturation fire, maybe even. Would be good, but let's get the wingman out. Go ahead and have that set up. And now we will take an overseer once we actually see it. That does nothing for us. Armor would be good, but yeah, we want overpower. The overclock would be good as well. I think we want the overpower. Oops. A little bit of poor flying on my part. Calibrate for saturation fire. Do that instead of barrage. See how well that works. I do know I don't want to be over here. Just be over here for now. That's fine. Take the siege weaponry. That'll unlock saturation fire. Lots of options here. Overseer, Incendiary Strike. Let's go Overseer. Maybe even Apex. We'll have to see how much damage we actually do. Still want Overclock to be certain. Dare we? Shielded constructs. Get rid of my shield, but give it to the interceptors instead. It is shockwave. I chucked that for a reason, so if we went down interceptor path, I would still get some protection from the pulse effect of the shockwave, even if I didn't get the direct shield protection. Let's go for it. This is pretty interesting. Maybe I should go down to Blink to get Warp Strike, because that would be very helpful here. All of these could be good, especially the shield effect radius, but I want something that gets my build a little further along. Well, there's Saturation Fire. And there's Apex. Yes. The good old siege weapon interceptor build. This is, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not sure how long my constructs will last. Don't know how much their health regeneration will protect them from this, but it's been interesting to watch. Boy, has it ever been. Alright, Orbs of Discord. Do we want that? Payload? Don't know if I want the rate of fire down. Could go antimatter rounds. Improved thrusters to Blink. Yeah, we talked about wanting Warp Strike. Let's go down towards Warp Strike. Though I am tempted to try antimatter rounds, just see how much we can damage our interceptors before they die and we die in turn. I'll take the overclock. That in turn means that their rate of fire will ramp up even more quickly. Yeah, that's a pretty good rate of fire, I'd say. Much slower now, though. But that's okay. Come back here, you coward. Deadly Wake. I would like Mastery here, but I'll take the Deadly Wake. Once again, we're going down for Blink. And from Blink, hopefully, Warp Strike. None of these are Blink. None of these are Blink. None of these are Blink either. I could take yet another Twin Strike. How many dare I try? Another one. That's how many. One more. Goodbye. Poor thing did not even have a chance to fire its railgun. We out-railgunned it. Oop, that hurt a bit. May want some more hull health. Something to help with regeneration. Blast radius to get down towards antimatter rounds or armor. Yeah, losing those constructs definitely hurts us a bit. Not what we want here. Also not what we want. There's Blink. Okay. Now we just need to search for the warp strike. That'll help us a lot because our rotation speed is decreased, as well as our movement speed. Being able to cover multiple sides of the map at once will greatly improve our damage and survivability. That is not it. That is Warp Strike. Now we do have to watch out because now moving across the map, screen wrapping will damage us. So we do need to be careful. Sure, we'll take a mastery. So far, so good. I'm trying to figure out survivability, damage output. What do we need to work on next? Ideally, a little bit of everything, really, but what's going to make the biggest difference for us? I wouldn't mind ally specialization for more hull and construction increase, but can definitely not count on it. Outmaneuver does nothing. Incendiary strike is decent, but not incredible. More burn damage, better shields. Again, not what we're looking for. Well, there's ally specialist. 20% more hull. Passive attack points doesn't matter. More projectiles, this has some help. More assembly speed, yeah. And the greater hull means they'll regenerate faster. And I'll take some armor. Coms are after me today. Thought you were my friends. Yeah, that one homing shot increase was very helpful here, especially with the screen wrap. Perhaps a tad early for that. Burst fire we don't want as much here. We're not Barrage, so we do not have the ability to ignore the burst effect. I'll take some armor though. Definitely take some armor. The whole regeneration would be good as well. Slows projectiles. Slows my rate of fire there too. That's a rate of fire down, and that's also a damage down. I think we do well enough as it is. Streamline, don't really think we need. Shield effect radius isn't bad. That's pulses a little bit further away. Helps keep enemy projectiles from not only my interceptors, but me. Again, the shield does not directly protect me, but the pulse effect from the shield still gives me some protection by pushing away the enemy projectiles. Come on, there we are. Not too shabby. That almost was. Need to be careful with my positioning with those enemies. Splinter. Don't think we need it anymore. Early on, I would have taken it in a heartbeat. As it stands now, though, let's take Rebuke. Which in this case is just longer armor stag duration. Won't protect me too much against big hits, but can be a lifesaver when it comes to the mines, for example. Anything with lots of little hits. And it improves my regeneration rate. More armor, more regeneration with channeling. Alright, where's the rest of you? Let's say we don't usually get a wait this long. There must be one somewhere around here. At this stage in the game, the enemies start spawning in pretty much instantly. It makes me wonder if my allies will not just kill themselves. But we'll see. careful, I'll kill myself on their shields. Isn't that how the Barrage build died most recently? I think it is, actually. Tried not to screen wrap and instead sent myself around to do it twice. Not exactly a great idea. Killing those enemies almost as soon as they spawn is a good feeling. Screen wrapping right now is not so much. Therefore, a good time to take this core shielding, I think. More armor strike duration. Self-damage we're not doing so much of, but the hull and shield increase is certainly welcome. Not quite able to curve strongly enough to hit those enemies, but that's okay. It's okay. We'll figure out something to make it work. I know you're out there somewhere. Better be careful where I go. Getting far too close to the edge sometimes. Hull regeneration may not be a bad idea here. Okay, Celestials again. Trickier. Isn't much left to do with this build, I don't think, other than just try to survive. There's a few things we could do to improve it. I wouldn't mind taking the whatever that side homing attack is, just to get a little bit better coverage in the directions that I'm not facing. But I don't really know what else to do with this other than just try to survive as long as I can and see what other little things I can get to improve upon it. Already have a good score, 1.2. million. It's not too shabby. That shockwave shield was definitely a good choice here. Is part... yeah, it's a big part of the reason we're still alive. I think it would be safe to say. Try not to get too excited here. Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself. That would be unfortunate. Hidden power is a no. That is a definite no. Radiant shields, no, we need our shields to come back quickly. Hidden power? Bravado, I mean. Hidden power is a no. Base stats are improved. I mean, I guess. I don't really know what that does for us in this particular situation, but it sounds good. Base stats improvement, I assume, means that my allies get some boost as well. And we've gotten enough upgrades that that should be noteworthy. But I don't know for certain. I need a good cheat sheet where I can just look to the side so I can remember exactly what affects what and what percentage. I also need to try to stay more towards the middle overall. Just because we're going to have more and more enemies that can kill me very quickly just by running into me. That's an issue, to say the least. Celestials, always annoying. Killed by the comet. After all the good things I've said about you, Comet, shockwave shield definitely helping me out. Just trying to get good coverage on these attacks. Egads, they charge up so quickly now. They charge up so very quickly. Look how much damage they can take, too. Alright, let's take what could be the last level we ever take. Homing strike? Offense or defense? Offense or defense? I just want to see what this looks like. It's probably, I probably should take the hull to just survive longer, but I want to see what the homing strike looks like here. And it looks pretty good. Good grief. So many enemies at once. Yeah. Too much at once. Too much at once. Still, that should be a new high score. Or close to it. I don't know. Barely. Yes, indeed. A new personal best. 1,000,000. 707,000. Barely beating out the hull breaker one. Yeah, that is not too shabby. So, hopefully you enjoyed that. And if not, I certainly did. Thank you all for coming by.